What is up, mommies, daddies, baby daddies, whoever's watching? Thank you again for tuning in with your girl once again. And this is another episode of Mommies with Purpose, talking about purpose all this month with an ED. And y'all already know how your girl works. Before I start, I gotta say a quick word of prayer. Bow your heads, close your eyes. Lord God, we thank you. We thank you for this opportunity. And we thank you for this day, God. Lord God, humble me to the point of being able to be used as your vessel, Lord Father God. Be with me as I'm speaking these words to the person on the other side of this screen that's listening, Lord Father God, and allow your spirit to resonate on the inside of me, that I'll be able to hear you, to respond to somebody that's looking for something from you, Lord Father God, that you would allow me to say, to reach out to them and reach out to their heart and speak directly to them, Lord Father God. I thank you in advance, and you already know, God, we love you and we thank you. Amen. Y'all, once again, we is back in this thing. Again, I just want to thank you all for all of the love and support and everything that I have been receiving on social media, from the shares to the likes to the new subscribers on the YouTube channel and all of the views. Oh my God, like in the comments. I appreciate you guys so much. And you already know this month of May, we're all talking about purpose with an ED. And last Monday, I put out a new episode talking about how to find purpose. And if you have not watched that video, you need to stop, go back and run that thing back. Okay, stop, go back. Hey. Stop, go back and replay and watch before you even watch this, because it's a build-up. So if you miss an episode, you may miss something vital or key that I'm explaining in this point that you will not be able to, touch bases on because you didn't watch the first episode. So go back and watch the new episode of last week. And today, what is we talking about? We are talking about purpose block. Now, I spoke last week about all things, how to find purpose, silencing the noise, and opening your heart and allowing God to be able to speak clearly to you. Open up the environment around you so that you can be exposed to find your purpose. And once you find your purpose, that you stand in it and be on guard, because once you find your purpose, you're gonna be on defense mode for the rest of your life. You have to stand and protect that thing. Stand and be able to say you are called and live in purpose. So I know we kind of brushed through them because I was trying to make some points, but today I wanted to dive deep and dissect that whole being silent and opening your heart part of it. Because no matter what, those are the vital key points that will be able to set us up for success in our purpose. And what I mean by that is those are the things that can cause purpose block. What is block? You ever heard about writer's block, about creative block? It's pretty much the state in which you lose the ability to be able to produce something new or continue producing, or just being able to be slowed down because you just lack the inspiration, you lack the drive, you lack the ability to be able to do what it is that you're called to do. So when I thought about everything that can cause purpose block, I took myself into two separate categories, because although all the things that I'm talking about today kind of fall under the same category, which is all purpose block period, there's an important reason to separate the two, because there's you and there's that. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what you do, these two parts play a vital part in being successful in your purpose. So the first part that we're talking about is you. You guessed it. It's about you. Now, reason being that I want to attack this first is because regardless of anything that comes against you or whatever may happen in your life, etc., if you don't get it together, there is no way that you'll be able to stand in your purpose. There's no way you'll be able to find purpose. Because at the end of the day, if all of these extra things come around you to speak lies into your life or to come and distract you from what it is that you're supposed to be doing, if you don't know who you are, you will not be able to stand against the things that are not you. What do I mean by that? What I'm saying is, like, if something comes into your life and says, yeah, nah, it ain't worth it. Oh, I don't think you should be doing that. The first thing you're going to do is second guess yourself, because you had no idea where you are in the first place. You did not take the time to stop feeding those negative thoughts, those negative things into your life before something else or someone else did. So the first thing I want to talk about is negative thoughts. Oh my God, mommies, we need to stop the nonsense with the negative thoughts. Like, we battle with them all the time. We battle with them all day, wondering if we're a good mom, wondering if this is that. So when it comes to our purpose, we have to stop with the negative thoughts of, oh, I don't think I have a purpose. Oh, no, I think I'm just meant to just take care of these kids and that's about it. No, stop those negative thoughts. Stop feeding things into your mind that have no place in being there. Find comfort in knowing that you are who you are. And stop these negative thoughts. They feed fear into your heart. And now once the fear comes, now you're questioning, oh, well, if I do this, then this is going to happen. Oh, if I start this person may think this. And who cares? Because at the end of the day, those fears are just an indication that it's time for God to step in. And He's the one that equipped you and qualified you for the things that you know that is your purpose in your life. Not only that, we battle all day with inadequacy. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm enough to do this. I don't think I'm able to do this. Oh, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough resources. Listen, challenge yourself every single day that if something comes against what it is that you're trying to produce, that you're gonna do it anyway. Morning motivation I spoke about, there's a quote saying, be afraid, but do it anyway. Because at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? Like, yes, we have a lot of things going on in our lives. Mommy, we're taking care of the kids. We don't invest our time and money in things that don't really produce. But at the end of the day, you have to take the risk. You really have nothing to lose. Okay, you decide you want to go back to school. You just have to arrange your schedule the proper way. Okay, you decide you want to start the business. Okay, sit down and talk about a budget. Sit down and talk about your finances, what you can do in this amount of time with this amount of money. There's always an outlet. There's always, God is continuously making ways. That is the ultimate truth, because some of the biggest dreams came from nothing. So yeah, you may not have the money, you may not have the resources, but some of the biggest dreams came from a pen and a paper. As long as you can find a pen and a paper, you in these streets, okay? Some of the biggest dreams are just on a post-it note, tapped on, was pasted on somebody's wall. Like, some of the biggest dreams came from nothing. And when the person had time or they kept dreaming, it developed and it came into something else. So yes, you may not have the money, but have you really taken the time to sit down and write down what it is that you really want to do? Because that also plays a factor. So stop the negative thinking. Stop the feeling of inadequacy. Stop the feeling of fear. Because at the end of the day, you have what it takes. For the simple fact that you thought about the thing that you want to do, or the purpose that God has placed on the inside of you, is the first indication that you're able to do what it is that you're trying to do. So let's cut that loose, okay? And the second thing that I wanted to talk about today is distractions. All kinds of distractions, y'all. And I'm gonna go through some key points of distractions, because this is the point that will also make you and break you. After you get yourself together, get your thoughts together, get your fears out of this place in your mind and in your heart, because it has no place there. Let's eliminate the distractions. Let's eliminate the things that take a toll on our purpose. Eliminate the things that take away from our purpose. People, y'all, the naysayers, the people that don't believe in you, some of the people with the loudest voices in our lives are the people that we need to stop listening to. Okay? Like sometimes you tell people your dreams and your visions and they break them down, or they don't support you, and you feel like because such and such wasn't there, that maybe that means I'm not supposed to be doing it, or because this person's been riding with me for this long and now I came up with this idea and they're not aboard. I don't know. No, that is not true, because sometimes you tell people your dreams and your purpose and they have no business knowing what's in your heart, because it was never meant for them. Some people, you'll tell them the things that God has placed on the inside of you and they'll doubt it, or they'll give you things to think about to doubt yourself. But at the end of the day, it was never meant for them to understand, because it's not their purpose, it's your purpose. And oh my God, the things that take away social media, TV, sleep, hanging out, like all of these things play a vital part of taking away from us. Social media is the biggest playground of lies. Period. It really is. It's one of those places where it's like everybody's trying to look like they have it together, and in fact they don't really have it together. Or like, I'm not even trying to front on social media, because at the end of the day, like if you come step into my home, it's like what you see is what you get. Like who I am in front of this camera, the goofy me, so, you know, you got the serious side of me, you got the ratch, you know, and then you got the, you know, I'm just trying to be here for fun. You know, that is me. I am me through and through. And on social media, if you try to like, first of all, just scroll down page, looking at what other people are doing, looking at other people living in their purpose. If it's not igniting a fire in you to be like, you know what? I'm so happy such and such was able to find this. I wonder what it is. And then take the time to evaluate yourself. That's a healthy way of thinking. But if you're looking at social media like, oh my God, I don't have this, is that, or look what this person has, you're pretty much now comparing your life, or you're just wasting your time strolling down social media to get a quick laugh in, and then you look at your phone, 2 hours pass by. That's 2 hours you could have invested in yourself. Watching TV, oh my God, that was my kryptonite. I could binge watch all day, okay? We could do that all day, especially now with this whole coronavirus up here in these streets. We have nothing but time on our hands. So like, with that being said, like, you know, even sleep, like some of us, I know people who could sleep all day, every second, every minute. Like, how do you sleep so much? And so much is going on in the world. Like, people sleep on their dreams, and it's like, yes, you're tired. Yes, we wake up and we have to put so much energy towards our children and the things that we have to do, but you have to fight the feeling. Like, find something to get an energy drink, honey. Get some coffee in the morning, or do something that's gonna force you to wake up in the morning. On my hardest mornings to wake up, trust me, that's the hardest part of my day, waking up, okay? On my hardest parts in the morning, I literally just sit there and I turn on my worship set, because I know as long as I hear something, I'm not gonna fall deeper in sleep, and eventually I will get up. Sometimes it just takes just that, creating routines to interrupt the thing that is gonna interrupt you, so that you be able to be more productive. And hanging out, man, the biggest thing that I used to suffer with when I started having kids was like, man, I'm missing out so much. I'm looking on social media and people are traveling, people are doing this, people are going to dinner, people are blah. And it's just like, it feeds into your mind like, oh my God, I'm missing out on something. So we go out and invest our time into people and our friends and this is that, and which is okay, which you do need. I do promote an outlet for you to have, mommies, because you need that eventually down the line. But when it's time for your purpose to be in motion, it's game time. You know, you can't, if you used to invest 24 of your hours, which I don't know how you do that, we need to cut it down to half. And then once we get down to 12 hours, let's cut that down to half, okay? Once we get to 6, let's cut it to 3. And then 1.5. And then like that, we have to cut down on that time, because at the end of the day, it will always be there. What I do is that if I know I'm gonna be working hard, I set, okay, 2 weekends out of the month, I'm gonna just chill and relax and hang out and catch up with people. Or it's as simple as a phone call, just checking in and say, hey, I'm here working, you know, how are you doing? Checking in on people. Checking in on people is also one of the most vital parts of playing when you're trying to like establish time in your life, time management, because at the end of the day, you don't want people to feel like you're abandoning them, but at the same time, you don't want to feel like you're abandoning what you have to do. So just checking in lets people know like, hey, I know you're still there. You're still in my heart. You know, what's up? I still care about you. I still love you. I'm just a lot busy, you know, stuff like that. But then the next thing too, I want to talk about is time. Now there's different distractions with time because all the things that I just spoke about are things that can make you lose time. Time is the one thing that I can think about in life that can be lost, that will be lost actually, because you don't get time back. But if used in the right way, it can be an investment to you. Yes, it's called an investment for a reason. Because at the end of the day, when you give something, you may not see something as of right now, but later on, it will produce something. It will produce an investment. Wasted time is exactly that. Wasted time. Period. You don't get it back. You won't be able to rebuild it. You won't be able to, okay, oh no, Shabba, money is something that could also be, yeah, it could be lost, but at the same time, you can gain that back. Time, you will never be able to gain back. Period. So why invest time in all of these things that will not be able to give back to you in the way that you're looking for, which is an investment? But then there's also the other side of it that where time can cloud your judgment. Sometimes we feel like, oh, well, it's too late to start my purpose because I wasted so much time and now there's not enough time. Oh, it's too late. No, it is not. Because as long as you are breathing, you still have a purpose to accomplish. The Bible even tells you that not the smallest thing on this earth will leave unless its purpose or God's will has been completed in it. So for the fact that you woke up this morning and you got breath in your lungs to look at this video and watch it and hear what I'm saying, you have time to fulfill your purpose. So those are the things I wanted to dive deep about, talk about purpose block. What blocks your purpose? You! Stop the negative thoughts. Stop the fears. Stop the feeling of inadequacy. Stop being able to think that what you have in your heart and in your mind is not enough. Then these distractions. Stop these distractions of people that have no business telling you what you need to be doing in your purpose, or people that have no place in your purpose. People are going to constantly leave you in your life. People are going to, you along the journey, that's what is meant to happen. That's what's meant to be done. Some people are going to stay, some people are going to go, some people for seasons, some people for a small point in time. But that does not mean that they have priority or dominion over your life. And these things, social media, TV, sleep, that diminishes your time, that takes away from you. And time, the way that you think about time, your perspective of time, you have to adjust it because that can also cloud your judgment. So at the end of the day, mommies, we need to work on these distractions. We need to work on ourselves and work on the things that takes away from our purpose and doesn't invest back into our purpose. So, take some time. Have some alone time with yourself. Write some things down about some thoughts or reflect on certain things that I said today that can help you along your journey with this purpose thing, because at the end of the day, we have to get it together. That's all I have for today, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Everything that I said to you today, trust me, is things that I've dealt with myself. And all in all, it is a great privilege when you decide to sit down and get your life in order so that you and these things don't interrupt what God has moving in your life. But check your girl out next week. We have another episode coming out next Monday. And next Monday we're talking about now what? Now what? Okay, I've done all the work that you're talking to me about, but something's missing. Something's missing. I don't know where to start, what to do. I'm going to give you 3 key tips on how to move forward now that you have your purpose, now that you have the plan in motion. So from then on, check me out. Check me out on social media. If you're not following, subscribing on my YouTube channel, Mommies with Purpose, subscribe, follow, share. Social media, Mommies with Purpose on Instagram and Facebook. I'm constantly posting, you know, all that life. So check me out on social media, follow and subscribe. Until next time. Thank you for watching an episode of Mommies with Purpose. And if you have not yet done so, pause this video and subscribe. You can also follow me at Facebook or Instagram at Mommies with Purpose. And most importantly, share this video. Share it with the mommy that you think needs to hear it the most, or even if the person is not a mommy and I said something today that resonated with you or you think may resonate with someone else, share the video. Until next time, love, peace.